both teams set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. So they'll come up first and 10. Bridgewater. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
It's second down and 10.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Christian McCaffrey.
Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On third down, Bridgewater. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And that's Shaq Barrett, last year's sack leader, gets in there to register another one. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How are we going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. The 30, the 20, touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bucs have taken a first quarter lead.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about him all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Second and 6. Bridgewater to throw it. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on third down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's Moore. And brought down but not before reaching the yard line.
A gain of 12.
That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Push him back. Push him back. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. There we go,
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And 8 yards.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. So they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
The 29-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Buccaneers 7, Panthers 0.
on 2nd and 11 now. Brady, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing is Brady on 3rd down. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Taken in at the 11. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And the Panthers will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory.
15-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is McCaffrey on the give. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, they can block.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. A gain of 5. 1st down, Carolina.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Watch twist. Watch twist.
Bridgewater on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That catch good for only a couple.
Well, this, of course, the home opener for the Buccaneers. A date folks in Tampa have had circled since, I don't know, about 6:30 Eastern time on March 17th. That the day that TB12 officially became a Buccaneers CD.
And think about it this way, Brandon. Back in the old days, we used to talk about, what we call water cooler talk, right? You take a break at work and you talk about the team and everybody stand around. Now, whatever passes is water cooler talk. The social media, the texting, all of those things.
He's got a man, complete. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A big pickup of 38.
The 37-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to have a first down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down.
That's another.
And there's a nice catch there by Rob Gronkowski. We all know the story. Came out of retirement, got himself traded to Tampa Bay from New England in order to reconnect with his favorite quarterback. And no one has caught more Tom Brady touchdowns than Gronk, and he expects to add to that total in Tampa Bay.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now, meanwhile, the throw by Brady knocked away, incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. But it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trey Boston. And nothing but daylight ahead. Past the 20. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. A rare pick six thrown by Tom Brady. He'd thrown only 14 regular season pick sixes in his career coming into this season. A couple others in the playoffs, the one to Robert Alford in Super Bowl 51. And you might remember the Titans' Logan Ryan doing it late in the wild card round loss a season ago. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Look at, they've got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Check 99. Check 99. Be good. Be good. Be good.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay! Chris Godwin, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Taken in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Throwing, Bridgewater. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Well, that's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a 2nd one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. William Golston. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the 2nd half. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Well, whenever you talk about players that really broke out in the 2019 season, you better add Chris Godwin to that list. Over 1,300 yards receiving, 9 touchdowns. He was 2nd among receivers last season receiving yards per game at 95. This guy combines great body control, excellent strength, and terrific route running ability to become a really big downfield threat.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
First down. First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Taken at about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Ball at the 23, second and 8. Bridgewater. He'll buy some time right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down. They'll run for it. McCaffrey. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
First down, Bridgewater. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play.
First down, Panthers.
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Panthers 34-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Brady. Jones has it. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
Now Brady on the bootleg. This is caught. Gronkowski. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 24-yard touchdown. And the interception by the Bucs D leads to a touchdown. He knocks it through. It's 28-7.
Makes the score Buccaneers 28, Panthers 7.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Bridgewater from the gun on 3rd down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
On 4th down, they do snap it to Bridgewater. Got his target, Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one good for 17 yards on 4th. Couldn't ask for much more from your offense there. 1st down. And that's complete to McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's pass.
Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
The ball carrier.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
And it's
to throw, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go with McCaffrey. 1st down here at about the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Panthers 7.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on 1st. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. The Panthers have the 1st. It's a gain of 12.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Panthers.
1st down throw for Bridgewater. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 21-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
It's now fourth down.
Now Bridgewater on fourth down. And this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on fourth. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
At the 22-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, now Brady. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On play action, it's Brady. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
And a Panther first down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 30-yard line.
And his throw here is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
The Panthers on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he comes back with one complete. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3. Bridgewater intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Levante David. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly. Look at the lead. Look at the deficit. Trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 6-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Brady. He completes it to Evans. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, fourth quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Boy, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 24-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now whistles here before the snap. Looked like one of the Bucs may have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
He's brought down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity, usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And picked up by Levante David.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
2nd and 10. Brady going to throw here. That's going to be caught. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Things are rocking easy here in the 4th quarter. They've got to feel pretty good about this one. Actually, they've got to feel excellent. Tough loss in the opener. No way they wanted to go 0-2.
I don't want to read too much into it, but psychologically, is there something much bigger about 0-2 than 0-1?
Oh, without a doubt, and here's the biggest one. Guys like you and me, all the media, are going to talk about, well, you know how hard it is to make the playoffs when you start 0-2, and that starts to work its way through a team.
And now they're working towards 1-1.
Yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Bridgewater on first down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Christian McCaffrey, incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Here's second and 10.
On the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Eluding the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
On the keeper. Intended for Christian McCaffrey. Incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Yards to go.
To the air again with Bridgewater. And now here is another interception. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
Bridgewater's pass. Intercepted. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping